Raikou, Oricorio, Magnezone. Lightning is an unbelievably powerful type because of things like Oricorio, Magnezone, Elemental Switch from our last set, and now we are using our newest legendary beast to make a really exciting and strong deck that counters the meta in some huge ways. I'm sure you've seen a lot of water decks when you're playing ranked. Of course you have. They are everywhere. They are amazing now with Suicune and Mantike. However, this is strong against those decks and just strong in general, able to take down a lot of different threats. In this deck, you're looking to get Raikou in that active spot early. Once it is there, you are getting a ton of card draw. So hopefully you can get your Magnezone online and use your Oricorio as an option to shut down decks that either don't run non-EXs or have run out of other options because you've already knocked them out. We have a Giant Cape, Professor's Research, Pokeballs, 2 Cyruses, Pokemon Center Lady, Leaf, and a Mars here. Tons of great options. Again, try to get Raikou in that early active spot and then build up the rest of your cards. The nice thing about running a Lightning deck with Magnezone is you only need a couple energy on it with Magneton, and you can start swinging and powering it every turn. Super strong into the meta. Okay, going second into a Lightning deck also, I'm going to put Raikou in our active spot. Raikou in our active spot here, just so we can get some card draw. Magnemite on the bench. Our opponent, Magnemite as well. Wow, we might be running into a mirror. I can't believe it already. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest Magnezone Raikou of them all? It's me, the one who calls it Raikou. I'm sure of it. Okay. With our Pokeball here, they have Oricorio. That's good to stop Raikou. We also, of course, have an Ori to do the same thing. Magnemite. We're going to go ahead and Pokeball. Could grab us Raikou or Ori. And we do get Ori. Professors finds us. Professors and Mars. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and power Raikou. I'm going to put Ori on the bench. I don't see a reason not to put my other Magnemite out here either. They could retreat into Oricorio, and that's fine. Legendary Pulse will help us draw, and we get a Giant Cape. Obviously, if they have their Magneton start powering here, and they do, dang, they're going to be in a little bit of an advantage. Energy-wise. They might power Ori here, and then use possibly an Elemental Switch if they find that they need that. They also could power Magneton and move the energy. The nice thing about Magnezone is you Magneton, power, Magnezone, and then start swinging, right? We do have Magnezone. I'm going to go ahead and Professors. Gives us Magneton and Magnezone. All right, so we get 1. I'm going to put the energy here. I could Giant Cape to avoid something like this. Obviously can't KO me in 1, but something like Red could be used in our opponent's deck. I don't think it's super common, but just to avoid something like Red and to make sure that I don't lose that card, I'm going to go ahead and power Magneton here. And then while I am zapping, there are a few ways to do this. I could zap the Oricorio, getting it down to 60. That gets us in line for a Magneton KO, but not much else. I could zap Magnemite here. I'm going to go ahead and zap Ori. Just in case I get to KO with... oh, sorry, I'm a dummy. I can't zap Ori. Hi, I'm an idiot. This video's over. All right. The Professors, I forgot. I couldn't zap Ori. Oh, man. They're going to power. This means that they either retreat here or they go right into zone, which I think is the play. Oh, they don't have it. Okay, so they don't have zone. We have an option here to chip at the Magneton. We can hang out for a bit. I could also go right into Magnezone here. I could Cyrus. I think the play is just an early Cyrus, actually. I just slow this down completely. I power this again. I'm going to power my Ori here. I could Magnezone. They could Mars me, right? I only need 1 energy at a time, and we are a Lightning deck, so I am going to do that just in case I lose my cards. Now, I'm going to make a less dumb call, and I'm going to shock a Pokemon I can shock. It's like I'm a genius all of a sudden. Unfortunately, we still have to hit it twice. Right? I've got an Elemental Switch. I think the play here might just be to leaf the Magnezone, zap Oricorio, and move on. Our Raikou is going to be within KO range, but I think that's probably our play, right? They get Magneton. I could PCL also to get it outside of KO range. That might be the call. The other call is Leaf. Hey, buddy. If you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to burn the energy on it, actually. So that I can PCL and save it from being one-shot. I'm going to power here. I'm going to heal here. Just this way, it won't be as easy to KO me, right? I'm going to take down Ori. And I'm going to force them to have an answer for this Magnezone. They could still Cyrus Raikou, but it no longer goes down in one shot. It can let me make a play like Leaf. They're going to Volt Charge. Cyrus. They do go for it, which we're okay with. I could attack them back here using my Elemental Switch. There is a play there. I also could just Leaf into Ori right now, but that does set us up to get tapped by Magnezone. Let's see what they do. They're going to zap my Magneton. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I am going to Volt Charge my Magneton. I am going to power Raikou. Gonna Elemental Switch. I'm actually gonna take it from Ori. And I will attach to Magnezone here. Or I will power Magnezone, get it online. I could Cyrus the Raikou, but I think what I'll do is just tap it. Now, this one needs to leave, and the other one is in range of a KO. That's my plan. Obviously, the scariest card for me is Mars right now. I think we still make these plays regardless, but it gets dicier. There's the Mars. I kind of thought that's what we were going to get hit with. Luckily, both of my zones have energy to retreat and attack. They probably bring in Magnezone here. And they get the 2-pointer. They have a giant cape. That's a great play. It doesn't really change the Cyrus play on the other Raikou, but that's a great play for that Raikou. They've only got 2 cards left. I've got a Mars, but only got 2 cards. I guess I could take their 2 cards down to 1. Raikou. I can go ahead and Thunder Blast them. Do I take 2 cards to 1 yet? They have hit me with Cyrus already. I'm trying to think of what I'm worried about them having. I might as well play it. They go down to 30. Raikou is going to come in now. We've got options. We're just kind of dancing around each other here. I have 2 cards. One of them's pretty legit. Yeah, they're gonna zap the Raikou. There it is. GG. Fun one. Even though I screwed up zapping the Ori. What a weird way to start with a mirror. Okay, we start Raikou active. We are going second, which is good for our energy generation, not great for our card draw. But, you know, you'll take what you can get, right? Might be able to attack kind of fast, some Eevees. If that Eevee doesn't evolve next turn, we get a KO. But it's a Psychic Eevee deck. They always evolve right away. That's just the nature of Eevees. They can't not evolve immediately. Silver, they grab either my PCL or Cyrus. Luckily, they don't get to disrupt and take a Professor's here, but that's what a turn 1 Silver is looking to do, right? Fair played by our opponent. Hey, welcome back, buddy. We get a Pokeball from our draw. They get Espeon. Oh, and they're not going to power the active here. Interesting. I see why, but interesting play. Okay, we have our other Raikou. We obviously want Magnemite here. We get Oricorio, which isn't too bad. Something to play around into, right? I don't really care about my other Raikou yet. That Eevee might just be going down. They get to do a lot of damage to us fast. We really need Magnemite. We really needed it like a year ago, but we didn't get it. I can play around the Espeon, like it can hit me twice, basically. I can retreat to Oricorio if I start to get what I need. They're going to have to make a decision here as to how they want to deal with this. Interesting. They evolve Sylveon. It makes sense. They get a lot of card draw. They can always evolve Sylveon here and retreat and just heal with Espeon, right? They also can just let Sylveon go. But their deck has a lot of great options, and they want to fill up everything. So I understand why they're putting this here, even though it kind of feels like, woo, you're putting, you know, Sylveon on something that's already damaged. They could pay 1 energy to retreat. They might not do it, though. They might just let it take another hit. One thing they do if they pay for the retreat is they slow me down finding Magnemite. Okay, so they didn't retreat. Interesting. They powered the other one. I could zap the other guy. I don't think I want to, though. I think it's more valuable for me to get Magnemite, hopefully, right? There's one. Okay. So we get some options here. The nice thing with these little 10 zaps, too, is, like, it's not super considerate or considerable for Espeon to heal it. Okay. That guy swings for 130, which is scary. It doesn't have the energy ready to do it, though. I do have a Cyrus play for it, but I can't get my Magnezone out yet. It's a good Eevee bag. Yeah, it's a good Eevee bag. Everything healed. I like this. It stops my Cyrus play. Now they retreat into Espeon. Without my giant cape, Raikou is in a scary spot. I kind of have to retreat it here, right? Let's see what they decide to do. I could Cyrus. Cyrus slows them down. Let's think. How do we want to do this? I could Cyrus them. That forces them to pay with that other Eevee. That maybe is my best call. That way they can't start mounting an offense here, really. Like, without a free retreat, the other one can't do what they want. They might just Mars me here. It would be a good call. I would love to play this Magnemite, obviously. That Magnemite sets up some really good plays for us. They retreat into Espeon. Eevee bag again for the heals. It's a really good play. It stops me once again from getting that Sylveon that I desperately want to KO, right? And I'm talking about this Sylveon right there. That's a really good heal too, obviously. It stops me again. I could go straight into put my other Magnemite down. I could go straight into Magneton here and just zap Espeon. I don't hate it. I could Cyrus the Sylveon again. I don't hate that either. There are like a couple ways to do this. If I Cyrus that Sylveon again, it just stays in a really bad spot. Or I can Magnezone, chip for 110. They can't really get away from it, but they could bring in the other Sylveon and KO me at some point. But then they're both within Cyrus range. I'm not sure. I think I am gonna go for it. This is a little risky, I think. But I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna hit that Sylveon. Oh, did I not Professors like a dummy? I'm an idiot. They're gonna retreat. Giant Cape. Gets them up to 160. Healing their buddy. We've slowed them down this whole time, just stopping them from attacking over and over and over and over and over again, right? So maybe it's just time to, like, start doing some stuff. I was hoping for that leaf so that I didn't have to pay any energy for this retreat. Put this here. Zone here. Go ahead and blast them. They're down to 50. If they stay in, they go down. They could bring in Sylveon, but Sylveon no longer one-shots like it does with Raikou. They might chip it, but yeah, GG. We kind of had them checkmated there. We were just making them spend way too much energy with those Cyruses. Hey, this is the midway point of the video where I want to know from you, what is a card that you wish you could delete from the game? Let me know in the comments. We get a Giant Cape. If I Professors first, I have a chance of pulling more basics, and I'm kind of looking for Raikou here. We don't get it, though. Oh, we do get it. Cool. I know it's scary making a bench with that Suicune on the other side, but it is what it is. They're gonna draw. They got 6 cards in their hand. I can Mars them right now. I don't think it's a crazy play. I could also Leaf the Raikou right here. Let it get ready to go. I'm gonna Mars them. Just kind of annoy him. Maybe it helped him. Maybe it didn't. Who knows? But they went from 6 cards to 3. I think that's pretty fair. 6 cards to 3, and they couldn't attack. So we're feeling pretty good. Magneton is here. Gonna Volt Charge. Gonna Leaf. Waiting for our opportunity to strike. They're down to 60. We draw. I like our chances here. Other Suicune. Do they have Irida is the question. They do. So this forces me to KO with Magneton, but I will do it. Right? I think taking the 2 points is just too valuable. So we're going to go ahead and Pokeball. I'm looking for other Magnemite, obviously, but I don't get it. I get Raikou. Volt Charge. It's very aggressive. I could PCL here and zap him again, but I think I just want the points right now. It's greedy, but I think it's the better call. Do I PCL the bench? They're not swinging for much yet. Maybe just in case. No, I'm going to save it. I'm going to cape you. Now, unfortunately, with the other one, I can't get it in one shot. But this is a good place to be in for us. It's going to be hard for them to come back. But not impossible. Had I chipped it one time with the Raikou, we'd be in a good shape here. Obviously, ooh, Cyrus play. I like this. They probably don't KO me here. They might, I guess. Giratina. Yeah, they're gonna stall this, I think. Just fine by me. I think you just power Giratina as the right play. I don't think you chip Raikou, right? Yeah, that's the right play. Now for us, I can now PCL here because it forces them to have a lot of cards, right? We're gonna hang out. Obviously not playing my bench. They have to drop 2 cards on their bench to KO me, which they could do. There's one. There's the other. We bring in Magnezone after this. Unfortunately, I didn't have my cape. Cape would have, like, put me over the edge, right? But that's okay. It's a scary play for them to make here. Right? I mean, we both have lost 2 points, but now they're going to get chipped by Magnezone for a lot. Go ahead and Professors. And we'll Blast. This thing's down to 10. They're probably going to Mars me here. That would be the play. I wanted to Mars them, but I didn't have it. They'll retreat now into Giratina. They could rare candy chip Ori, but they can't hit Ori. So they have to, yeah, they have to retreat Giratina here and then Mars me. Mars me and then power Giratina is the play. Let's see what they do. Professors. Oh, okay. GG. GG. Rare candy, yeah. No, Mars is just game. They had to get rid of my hand. And they know that. I don't think I'm saying anything that they're shocked by. They're looking for their card, they just didn't have it. Good game. Took down the meta with the Raikou, the meta counter. Yum. This deck's pretty good. Into a lightning deck. We've got Magnemite, we've got Raikou. We're going second. I still want to start with the Raikou here. They got Pichu Arceus. I would like to play my cards here, but I wanted to make sure that they didn't disrupt my hand. So, if they mess with this, they do. I have no professors, but I like having Magneton, that's for sure. Let's see what we get. Pichu start. Powering up Arceus. We have Oricorio. And 2 Magnemites. I like this. Ori is a good counter to their Arceus. There's no way they can attack immediately, right? They could decide to retreat right here, but I think they're not going to. I think they're going to power. Yeah. Interesting, they power that one. I could chip it, but I don't think it's the way to go. Professors, if I find a cape, that would be great. If I don't, I kind of have to retreat into Ori here. I could attack. Let me think. I could attack and then just say forget it. Forget the Raikou. I think the play is moving back into Ori, though. If I take Pichu now, though, I do get a point. I could chip the other Arceus for a possible Cyrus play. It lowers the amount of damage they do, also. I'm going to roll the dice with this. I am going to attack. Maybe I'll chip this one, too. Just get it a little closer. Down to 150. Elemental Switch would be a sweet card for me to pull next turn. If they fill their bench, they fill their bench. They need 2 more basics. Now I'm regretting not chipping the other one. 1. You got 2? Oh, red. You had it another way. All right. Fair play. Fair play, buddy. I was like, we're pretty set here. As long as they don't do that. Boom, boom. Okay. I could Magnezone right now. Force Illima. Let's do it. Do I care about this other Raikou on the bench? Not really. I'll put it there just to get it out of my hand, though. Do 110. So now they either have to retreat this, which they could. They could retreat this and then elemental switch to the other Arceus. That's a pretty good play. Maybe they've got it. Let's see. I don't think they retreat to Pichu here. They didn't Illima. Zera. Retreat other Arceus. Elemental switch. Right? Yeah. Yeah. Close one. Give me you. Thunderblast. GG. GG. Fun one. I think I could have chipped the other one earlier and made a Cyrus play that maybe was more advantageous for us. That might have been the better call. GG. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you. I'll see y'all next time. We did it.